Hey everyone! The topic of today's video is eat less, exercise more, no more. Some of you may have already heard my story, but my journey really started when I was 8 years old. So I had started getting pudgy in grade school. I'm outside at recess, and one of my classmates calls me Joe Fat. Get it? My name's Jolene, Joe Fat. That's actually a really creative insult for a fifth grader to come up with. So after recess, I'm sitting in class about to cry, and the teacher asked why I'm upset, and I told her he called me Joe Fat. And she snickered. The teacher actually snickered. But in hearing those words, I created the story that I'm fat, that I'm not good enough. So by the sixth grade, I did lose weight or grew into it. But even as a young person, my weight was up and down in my 20s and my 30s. It was a roller coaster of diets and weight gain and weight loss. Along the way, I did develop some great exercise habits. I enjoy physical activity and it makes me feel good. There was a time where I could eat what I wanted as long as I worked really, really hard. Then it got harder to lose weight. That's when I was introduced to the concepts of calories in and calories out. This is the concept that 3,500 calories equals about 1 pound of fat. It's like balancing a checkbook, and a negative balance equals weight loss. That worked great for a bit until it didn't. So the scale's going up and down, and I just thought I had problems until I had my daughter at 36 years old. Now that's where the real trouble began. So by now I have a ton of tricks up my sleeve, right? I can do keto, there's paleo, there's counting calories, like HIIT, HCG, phentermine, you name it. But all of a sudden, none of those tricks work. The early 40s, the scale just keeps going up and nothing I'm doing helps. And the worst part is now I feel terrible. I'm physically and mentally exhausted all the time. I was working shift work in an emergency department. They're 10 hours long, you flip from days and night, and I blamed it on my job. It would take everything I had to work my shift, maintain home and family, but I had nothing left to give. My marriage suffered. I felt like I could have been a better mother. I began to dread going in and enduring those long shifts. So here I was in my early 40s, overweight, feeling terrible, and taking blood pressure medicine. So I started working with a health coach. This is a well-respected physician, and the plan was solid. It focused on nutrition, fitness, and mindset, and things did improve, and I saw the scale move for the first time in years, but I just was not where I wanted to be. I still didn't feel like myself. I was ready to just give up and accept it as a part of aging. Through all my searching, I discovered functional medicine. And as I'm learning, I'm applying the principles to myself. I have functional medicine lab tests done, and I learned a few things. I never had GI symptoms, but I had dysbiosis, and I wasn't digesting fat well. I also learned I was estrogen dominant, and my cortisol was way off. So I start treating these imbalances, and amazing things start to happen. My body composition improved, and I got past the weight loss plateau I was stuck at for what seemed like forever. The fog in my brain lifted. I'm able to think more clearly, make decisions, and be more productive. My energy returned. And I've worked really hard on my mindset. Now I'm happier and healthier than I've been in years. Today, in my 40s, I look back at that young version of me I was so hard on, and I want to whisper in her ear, do not let what someone says make you feel shame, because it is not your fault. Today, I celebrate all of my imperfections, and I know that my worth is not dependent on my percent of body fat or my waist size. I'm not defined by my body, my job, or material things, but the human spirit in me that wants to help other women out there that have ever felt the way I did that day. If you're struggling with weight, it's not your fault. For many reasons, but a big one is because it's not a simple excess calorie problem. We're instructed to eat less, exercise more. Most of us have probably counted calories and lost some weight, but it just came right back. This method is yo-yo dieting, and it messes up your metabolism. Obesity is a disorder of fat accumulation, and insulin is a fat storage hormone. There's many factors that drive our insulin levels up. There's carbohydrates, stress hormones like cortisol, physical stress, mental stress, poor sleep, leptin resistance, and more. Functional medicine is about finding the root cause of symptoms. It's often the root cause at the cellular level that most common symptoms I see in practice: overweight and can't lose weight, gut problems, and hormonal imbalance. Functional medicine tests are important to determine the treatment plan, which means it's not guesswork. Tests allow for a personalized approach because what works for one person may not work for another. No matter what the ailment or illness, if you don't address the root cause, you're not going to recover. I firmly believe that with functional medicine, you can recover from whatever condition or symptoms you may be suffering from. So don't wait any longer to get rid of your low energy, fatigue, brain fog, and as a bonus, lose those extra pounds. As with anything, it takes patience and persistence to achieve your goals. You have to be committed, coachable, and dedicated to doing the work to create health and vitality. If you're ready, let's get started on your journey back to vibrant health and energy. Start your journey with me by clicking and scheduling a free breakthrough call where we'll get clear on your struggles and make a game plan. Be a warrior with your health and take ownership of your health. Become educated about yourself. Become healthier and take back your vitality. And you're the only one that takes ownership for that. If you'd like to build the necessary skills to manage your health and get to the root cause of disease and dysfunction, I'm here for you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.